front and done a lot of support with them and do a lot of work with them. And we're happy to do that because we recognize that it's our importance and everybody gains from that. We're also here to give a voice to those who are being silenced and bullied. And they're being bullied by people, by bullies like Harper, bullies who need support from people to continue their bullying. And I say support, I mean ballot support. If we can convince enough people not to support the Conservatives, they will no longer be able to bully us. And it's time for us to fight back and make sure that the bullies can no longer continue to bully us and push us around. So to get that support that they need to bully us around, they use a few tricks. They try to fool us, they trick us, they lie to us, and they divide us. One of the things that they do to divide us is, I'll remind everybody about Mike Harris, and that's why I had to talk about the cold weather. But Mike Harris had a, I'm going to say gentleman, that would have been a lie. He had a guy who worked in his cabinet, his name was Snowballin, and if everybody remembers, he was bold enough to go on television and say, if you want to get something done, what do you do? Create a crisis. Create a crisis. Well, it seems to me that we have Mr. Harper with his hand in a crisis cookie jar right here, right now. There is no, I don't believe that Bill C51 will resolve any crisis that he has created. It is another lie. Terrorism is another lie. We don't need to divide each other and be angry at each other, but we have to recognize what this is all about. Their solution to this crisis that they created is to divide working people so that we can't stick together and make sure that we continue with all the safety and rights and freedoms that we have. All they want to do is take them away so that it'll make it easier for them to continue bullying us. Recognize that their terrorism, to them, their terrorism is unelection, right? I noticed earlier this wonderful thing says, do I look like a terrorist? Harper, he does, because he doesn't look like somebody who's going to put an X beside one of his. And that's what this is all about, is support. Like I said, their idea of terrorism is not re-electing them. So we need to make sure that Harper, whether it's in a month and a half or at the end of the summer, or even during the summer, who knows what he's going to call it, we need to make sure that he's not re-elected. And we need to remember that one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. And there's a whole bunch of people here.
Thank you, Steve. One of the places where we're going to kick one of those Tories out is the riding of London West. Called Minister Holder, and I'm going to introduce you to somebody who's working on that very task. My colleague, Matthew Rowlandson.
Thank you, David. Thank you all for being here. It's tough to be angry on such a beautiful day, but I'm going to try and rile you up. This is a bill we really, can you hear me? Okay, this is a bill we really need to stay mad about. How's that? I want to talk about three things that Bill C51 will do. It'll criminalize speech. It will allow CSIS, the RCMP, to surveil Canadians and Canadian organizations without proper oversight. And it will allow government agencies to share our private information. The Harper government has not given a single piece of evidence that any of this will make Canadians safer. But there's lots of evidence that will take away our rights. Canada's security services already have less oversight than almost any other democracy. And if you want to know the result, let's remember Maher Arar. In 2002, secret information sharing by the RCMP led to this innocent Canadian citizen being sent to a CIA black ops center in Syria.
Shame!
He was tortured there for over a year. And after he was freed, an inquiry concluded that this crime, done in our name, was caused by poor oversight. Nothing was ever done about that commission's recommendations. And Bill C51 moves in the other direction. This bill makes it certain that there will be more Maher Arars. Now, we don't know the other consequences, but we do know why Stephen Harper's pushing it. It's part of his political strategy to win by dividing us against each other. This is a bill and it can be used, as so many people here have already said, against any speech that the government doesn't like. It could apply to someone who called for a boycott. But you can bet that they will begin by using this bill against Muslim leaders. If this bill is passed, any imam who talks about spiritual struggle, who quotes passages from the Quran on that subject, will be liable to prosecution. This is a bill. This bill gives unaccountable security forces a free pass to break the law when they survey Canadians. It could be used against any of us, and none of us would ever know. But we can be sure that it will be used to watch mosques and Muslim community organizations. That's not my Canada. That's not our Canada.
No, not our Canada!
And part of keeping it safe is standing up against the cynical politics that divides us from each other. There's march this afternoon against this bill. There are petitions against it that you should all sign, and several people have said you must email your MPs. And then, if it's passed on Monday, as we are afraid it will be, we must stay in the streets until it's repealed. The government that will say no to a secret police, that will say no to racism, that will say no to...
This week we lost a great thinker in another part of this hemisphere, and I won't read all of Eduardo Galeano because we'd be here for a long time. But one of the short things that Galeano said is that when history says goodbye, it doesn't say goodbye, it just says see you later. Unfortunately, some of this history we've seen before, and I have another friend and colleague I'd like to introduce from the community, Desiree Lamoureux, to speak to some history and some contemporary context. The petition, by the way, you want to follow Gina? Gina! You got the petition over here. Great. Okay, thanks. Over to Desiree.
Thank you. That's a tough act to follow, but I'll try. All right. So, David spoke about a quote by Reverend Martin Niemöller, and I'm going to read it to you now because I think it's very pertinent to what we're seeing happening in 2015 in Canada. It was about Nazi Germany in the 30s. First, they came for the communists, and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. While I actually identified to all those three things, and I probably would have been sent away rather quickly, I would like us to reflect on what's going on now. So I've altered this quote for contemporary times in Canada. When first they came for the Muslims, since I am not a Muslim, will I speak out? And then when they come for the Indigenous First Nations, if I am not an Indigenous First Nation, will I speak out? Yes. Then when they come for those that they call economic terrorists or environmentalists who threaten Canada's economy, and if I am not yet labeled as such, will I speak out? Yes. When at last they come for me, who will be left to speak out?
We'll speak out.
Well, I see all continue speaking out because it will work. And if it does pass on Monday, then we will go to the ballot boxes and we will tell them to get out.
Get out!
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, my grammar teacher sometimes. Unfortunately, the tense is a bit off. This is not something that will happen. This is something that's already happening to vulnerable parts of our communities. And I think we need to hear from these people because what Desiree described is already happening. I was on campus yesterday and I went to afternoon prayers and I heard a very fine khutbah, a very fine sermon preached twice based on scripture about standing together with vulnerable people in opposition to repression. I'd like to introduce two friends, Omar and Mohammed, to address this issue.
We're all born free and equal. We're all born free. We all have our own thoughts and ideas. We should all be treated in the same way. Don't discriminate. These rights belong to everybody, whatever our differences. No torture. Nobody has any right to hurt us or torture us or send us overseas to be tortured. You have rights no matter where you go. I am a person just like you. We're all equal before the law. The law is the same for everyone. It must treat us all fairly, whether you're a Jew, Christian, Muslim, Hindu, atheist, or other. Your human rights are protected by the law. We can all ask for the law to help us when we are not treated fairly. No unfair detainment. Nobody has the right to put us in prison without good reason and keep us there or to send us away from our country. The right to trial. If we are put on trial, it should be in public. The people who try us should not let anyone tell them what to do. We're always innocent until proven guilty. Nobody should be blamed for doing something until it is proven. When people say we did a bad thing, we have the right to show it is not true. The right to privacy. Nobody should harm our good name. Nobody has the right to come into our home, open our letters, open our emails, or bother us or our family without a good reason. The freedom to move. We all have the right to go where we want in our country or somewhere as we wish. The right to seek a safe place to live. If we are frightened or being badly treated in our own country, we all have the right to run away to another country to be safe. The right to our own things. Everyone has the right to own things or share them. Nobody should take our things from us without a good reason. Freedom of thought. We all have the right to believe in what we want to believe, to have a religion, or to change it if we want. Freedom of expression. We all have the right to make up our own minds, to think what we like, to say what we think, and share our ideas with other people. The right to public assembly. We all have the right to meet our friends and to work together in peace to defend our rights. The right to democracy. We all have the right to take part in the government of our country. Every grown-up should be allowed to choose their own leaders. Workers' rights. Every grown-up has the right to do a job, to fair wage for their work, and to join a trade union. A free and fair world. There must be proper order so we can all enjoy rights and freedoms in our own country and all over the world. Responsibility. We have a duty to other people, and we should protect their rights and freedoms. 30. No one can take away our human rights. I read for you the 30, or some of the 30 universal human rights. There are 21 that I listed that are in jeopardy because of this bill.
Shame.
Shame!
I'm a teacher, and I did a score. And this bill basically fails the universal human rights that are guaranteed to us by the United Nations. So I encourage you all to take action. Thank you.
So I wanted to begin by hearing every single piece of noise-making item just go crazy right now. All right, thank you. That's all. I think the majority of us here know what Bill C51 is. Crime. It's a crime, right? That's right. However, I think sometimes we forget that it's part of a broader set of abusive national security policies that define both time and space. It's a global phenomenon and it's a historical phenomenon. Today, it manifests itself in war on terror policies that appear both domestically, which is what Bill C51 is a part of, but also in foreign interventions, oftentimes disguised as humanitarian efforts, as we remember the ridiculous and disgusting war in Iraq that happened in 2003 and is still going on.
Shame!
It's important to recognize that these policies cannot be sustained without the dehumanization, racialization of certain marginalized groups, such as Muslims, such as indigenous populations, and that occurs around the world. A recent study by the Physicians for Social Responsibility came up with an estimate for the number of people who have been killed by the war on terror, and they only looked at 3 countries. They looked at Iraq, Afghanistan, and they looked at Pakistan. We know the list is long: Yemen, Libya, Palestine, Lebanon. We know the list is long. But in just those 3 countries, the conservative estimate is 1.3 million lives have been annihilated. Shame. Indeed. Now, to turn to the domestic side of this equation, there are gross civil liberties violations occurring. And I took a quick look at history to see if this is unique. We know that it's new that we have this mass surveillance apparatus that's being put together with our advances in technology. And we know that the Snowden leaks has made it clear that no one is free from having their civil liberties being limited to an extent. Privacy is being violated everywhere. However, when we look at the domestic situation, and we look just here from Canada or even the US, and we look at history, you'll see that this is not new. This is a settler colonial society. We're on indigenous land, and when settler colonials first came here, there was a surveillance apparatus built to surveil and to study the indigenous population and to marginalize them. This happened again against black liberation movements towards people that we look to, such as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It happened against student movements, civil rights movement that today we applaud and look to try to emulate, they were also spied on, and they also had their rights limited. Today, what I'm happy to see is such a diverse demographic of people coming together, because if we look at history, it is somewhat hopeful. Yes, so many people have been abused, but so many different people have been abused. And that's why all of us are here today. We know we all have skin in the game, and we all know that if we stand together, we'll be more successful. So, I think it's my duty as a Canadian and as a Muslim who has first-hand accounts of many of the abuses of agencies such as CSIS. We've seen it over and over again in our mosques, on our campuses, where certain groups organized, such as the MSA, which is a very innocuous and peaceful group. We've had issues of agents infiltrating and dealing with students and approaching youth at mosques. And from first-hand experience, I'm here to say that I feel like a canary in the coal mine, and I fear that this is something that could happen later on. And I know it is already happening with certain indigenous groups fighting for their land rights and for the environment. I don't want to take too long. I'm just going to end off with this. It's a passage from the Quran. It's in Surah Al-Hujurat, for those that know. This is what David was mentioning earlier. It goes as follows. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر. يا أيها الناس. How does it go? يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله غفور رحيم. Is that correct? The point of the ayah is, and excuse me for messing it up.
You're human.
The point of the verse is to say that we have been created into different peoples, different nations, different tribes. But we have been created as such so that you may get to know one another and work with one another in solidarity. And that's what I'm seeing today. And the only thing that differentiates all of you is the one that is most conscious of standing up for truth and for justice. God willing, we are of those people, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you for the history lesson as well as the lesson in humanity. Some of the folks in this community, Muhammad mentioned the right to leave dangerous places and coming to a safe place. Some of the people who've been on this issue for a long time in this community are with the Latin American Canadian Solidarity Association. In 2005, when there was a Supreme Court challenge, which was eventually successful, to pull down temporarily the security certificates legislation, which had 5 Muslim men locked up in Guantanamo North in this country, detained indefinitely without trial.
Illegal.
The law was thrown down, and a year later, less than a year later, the Conservatives brought back a barely modified law, and it stays on the books. I bring this up because the Latin American Canadian Solidarity Association in London, we weren't able to be there. We sent a banner to the Supreme Court, and the banner said, Hoy por ti, mañana por mí. Today for you, tomorrow for me. What's changed in those 10 years is it isn't tomorrow for me anymore. It's today for me, it's today for you, it's today for all of us.
Thanks, David, and thanks, everyone. The people of Latin America know what repression is. The people of Latin America know what torture is, and what secret police are, what unlawful incarcerations are. They know what it's like to live without basic human rights being respected by their own state. The people of Latin America can teach us some really important lessons that I think will be useful to us in our struggle. And one of those lessons is never stop struggling. Never give up. Throughout much of Latin America, today we see amazing winds of change blowing in. And they're not coming because governments decided to be nice. They're coming because people insisted on change. They said no more to what they had, and they're insisting on change. In the countries that are still struggling, they are still struggling. No matter how bad the repression is, they never give up. The other thing that I believe that we can learn from the Latin American community, we've already heard several times today, and that's solidarity. Solidarity makes us all stronger. Gracias.
When don't we want it? Never. What don't we want?
C51!
When don't we want it?
Never!
So what you need to know is there are people out in the streets today in more than 70 communities across this country. We feel like going for a little walk while we can. I'm actually a little bit surprised I haven't been approached by somebody in uniform or out of uniform to tell me, warn me as an organizer. But just so you know, there are no organizers here. Some people happen to bring a table, some people happen to bring some sound equipment. People are going to make free choices about how to express themselves and how to express the rights that we have while we have them. Before we do that, I'm just reminded of a bit of personal history by what Omar said, that we've seen some of this before. And Galeano said, we've seen, history doesn't say goodbye, it says see you later. I was recently reading a letter my mother wrote in 1950. I spoke about it a month ago here, about the secret police at that time in Quebec. They recognized him because they could see him, they recognized they had a name for him, he was Scarface. He followed different people home and hassled them. At that time it was almost quaint, you could see them, they weren't online, they weren't, well, sometimes you did listen to the phone, but you could hear them, you could see them, right? A month later, or in the same year, Mom got a letter from the U.S. Border Service inviting her not to visit the United States, basically banning her from the States because they didn't say why, but they knew that it was because there were people, as we've heard before, people infiltrating meetings. People who went to meetings in the peace movement, people went to the meetings in the trade union movement, and reported names of people on those lists were told not to go to the States. What you need to know is that Mom went anyway. I hope we don't have to spend decades to outlive these unjust laws. Now they're much more sinister. The reporting, the sharing of information, we've heard about Mayor Arar, reporting of information from here to other secret services around the world is very scary, okay? It's not as quaint as Hoover's Bible where they would look up your name on paper. People are tracked electronically, we're tracked through our passports. We don't have to go back to that, but as we've heard already, it's about struggle, it's about remaining in struggle and remaining in solidarity. There's supposed to be an open mic portion, but we can do that with the megaphone, right? Or we can walk? Yeah, sure. Okay, so if other people want to speak, we'll speak with the megaphone, but we'll go for a walk. Before we walk, I mentioned Galeano before, and Royal Galeano died this week. When we were tabling at the library or when you're leafleting, and I encourage everybody to take the leaflets and plot this up, people always say, oh, you're such a utopian. Right? You think that you think you can push back the government on this, that's utopia. What happens that one of the things that Galeano wrote about was utopia, and he said, what use is utopia? Utopia is like the horizon. If you take 2 steps towards it, the horizon goes 2 steps back. And if you rush 10 steps towards it, the horizon takes 10 steps back. So what good is utopia? Utopia keeps us walking, keeps us with our head up, looking at the horizon, advancing forward. So the day after tomorrow, this flies past. We're going to keep walking, we're going to keep walking, we're going to keep wearing buttons and signing letters and petitions and talking to our neighbors and standing with the vulnerable members of this community across this country and say, this is the Canada we stand for. want to walk like behind a banner or something. I don't know. I'm not going to give anybody any instructions. There's a megaphone here. Megaphones are very mobile.
Yeah, that's right.
Justice and peace, not secret police.
Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police.
Justice and peace.
Not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Heading on over to the smokers tunnel. I guess smoking section we're gonna call it. Oh. There's Louisa. Oh, we got the sax player again this time. Got some banners. She's got to be dying of heat. Oh, that's awesome.
Can you explain to me what's going on here? I'm not sure.
Oh, it's against Bill C51, and if you're unfamiliar with that bill, it's a federal bill to basically add a whole lot of powers to CSIS and to the police and information sharing and data gathering, like how they're going to be able to just share all sorts of information, and members of parliament will have access to it, and then what they do with it once they get it, there's no oversight. Also, they're going to expand like detention and detainment things, like for example, so right now you can be detained in Canada without a charge for a maximum of 2 days. What this bill will allow for is that you can be held for 7 days without any charge.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it'll also basically the information that is gathered can be shared like with different corporation stuff. So certainly the fear is that this is more about legally being able to go after protesters, because they're expanding the definition of terrorism to also include like economic stability, financial stability. So if you oppose anything that makes Canada money, you could be labeled a terrorist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like say you don't want a dirty pipeline in your backyard and you try and fight it, well, who knows what might happen to you.
Yeah,
and all because you want to make sure you have clean water for your kids or whatever. You don't want a toxic waste in your backyard.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, so there's so many facets of it though. Like there's all sorts of stuff that it's a horrible bill. It's huge. There's definitely way more articles online if you Google it that can summarize all of the horrible things about it really more clearly and succinctly than I can. But I'm glad you stuck around to find out.
Yeah,
so people are taking to the streets now, so it's going to be quite interesting. But yeah, it's totally family friendly, so you're welcome to join us if you had nothing to do. By all means, come along. No worries. All right. Oh, we'll see. Like under this new law. So once again, under this new law, for me. Oh, there you are. Oh no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Right. So you say hi. It's Ma'am London. Ma'am London at C51. All right. So Courtney, perhaps you'd like to take a moment and let our viewers know, and our future viewers know, why Ma'am London is like really pushing against Bill C51. What do we have to fear from it?
It'll make us terrorists in their eyes. Simple as that.
Well, okay, and how are they going to do that? Like, why would they go after food people? We like food. What's the risk to us? We're like nice little granola crunchers.
Because we're not following their agenda.
And how? So C51 will be able to do what to us?
Well, put us in jail. Stop us from basically stopping Monsanto and all the other corporations.
Absolutely. So there's a few things that can really stumble us people who are involved in the food movement. Namely being that with the expanded definitions, like I was telling some nice women with their kids where they were asking what's going on, but saying about how it's expanding to include economic stability. This is one of the key points right, of this filthy bill.
They think genetically engineered food is the future, and
Well,
if we're
exactly.
trying to stop that, then they're going to try and stop us. It's that simple.
Exactly. Thanks, Courtney. So we're here. Ma'am London is here. So if you couldn't be here, you can be here with us as we are taking it to the streets with the rest of Canada, who are pissed off and fed up. I should have brought my Madison. Yeah, you should. Damn it. So maybe, seeing as you're tall, maybe you could kind of, so I don't screw up with the sky shot. Oh, and then be sure to always get Yeah, but there's a police officer there on the bike. And they're on the bike, but they're all around, so be sure to try and get that if you can. Hey, how's it going?
more positive. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police. Justice and peace, not secret police.
Justice and peace, no secret police. Justice and peace, no secret police. No secret police. Justice and peace, no secret police. Justice and peace, no secret police.
Just that Bob on the sidewalk. Our neighbor Bob. I think I got him. That's 40 minutes. Here, I'll get you my
Our streets! If you see my wrist doing anything weird, smack me.
Why are you so quiet? Are we dead now? We tired? Let's go! Between the Canadian government and the Canadian people!
No secret
Police! No justice! No peace! No secret! Police! No justice! No peace! No secret! Police! No peace! Police! No peace! Police! Peace! Yeah! Our country! Our country! No justice! No peace! No secret! Police! Peace! No secret! Police! No justice! No peace! No secret! Police! No justice! No peace! Police! No peace! Off of the sidewalks into the streets! Join us now! Off of the sidewalks into the streets! Join us now! Off of the sidewalks into the streets! Join us now! Into the streets! Join us now! Into the streets! Out of the sidewalks into the streets! Join us now! Woo!
You'll probably do it like, you know,
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
It's all
Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Yeah!
Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out!
Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Trupe out! Harper out! Yeah! Secret police bill! Sorry. Hello? Hello, 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 hello! Beautiful day?
Yes, it is. Good day for a walk.
Absolutely. So why don't you, if you don't mind me asking, tell me a little bit about why it's important for Council of Canadians to be down here today?
Because we consider this to be almost a criminal bill, and it needs to be. You want to carry? Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
And
Nice. Hi,
Hi, how are you?
Let me do that.
Yeah! So, as you were saying, Ron,
this is going to divide Canada. It's only because of money that this is being done, not because of it's not serving Canadians at all. So that's why we are against it.
Awesome, thank you very much. Yeah, and if you don't know about Council of Canadians, look out for your local chapter. Go check it out. See what it's about. They're awesome people, and they all care a lot about the issues that are really, really
Whose
important.
country? Our country!
Yeah! Woo! See, they're so cool. Check out your local Council of Canadians. Shameless promotion. Yeah! Yeah! Our streets! Woo! No peace, no secret police, no justice, no peace, no secret police, no justice, no peace, no secret police. Your country! Your country! Harper's gotta go!
Who has to go?
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 Harper's gotta go! Yeah! Country! Our country! Our country! Police! No justice! No peace! No secret! Police! Police! Thank you. Thank you very much. No justice! No peace! Police! Woo! Yeah! Our streets! Streets! Your streets! Woo! Streets, join us now! Off the sidewalks in the streets, join us now! Join us now! Join us now! Harper out! Peace in! 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 Harper out! Peace in!
Peace in. Does it work?
Everyone, we'll go for a little tour.
We are the people! Let's go!
Like a beast? Ma'am London representing in the house. He's in Harper out. Oh my gosh, too funny. Yeah! I'm totally rolling. Do you want a candy? Do you want a candy? Do you want a candy?
Oh, I'm okay.
Okay, it was because I was salad. I was kind of like, oh, maybe I don't.
I got water.
Well, aren't you fancy? Yep. At least they're organic.
Oh, please. Craziness in the government. Organic or not.
Secret police. Absolutely. No justice. No peace. No secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police. No secret police. Meow.
Wow, I got quiet.
We're too quiet! Yeah!
You know what they're doing. They're stopping us and getting to any traffic.
Yeah, staying ahead or whatever. They're all around us. They're surrounding us. Renner! They'll just, like, sort of prevent us from getting near people. They'll just keep people away or whatever. That's what they're doing.
That's all right.
That's okay. Yeah, I see, like, they keep it all backed up or whatever. Not nice.
It's nice of them to do that. Because they actually care about the public, right?
No, of course they don't.
So the plan was somebody walked back and spin slowly, and I ended up
It's a beautiful day for a walk.
It is, though. It is. You know, we could be sneaky and sneak down a street where they're not expecting us to go. So then they, like, you know what I mean? Because they've gotten ahead of us for here, and just cut down fast, right?
Then when we get down to a block, turn around and both face and come back.
Oh, and here's mon chapeau. Mon chapeau avec l'avant. Avec l'avant, c'est plus fort, là. Ben, ça va, ouais. Là, I'd cry if I lost mon chapeau. Woo! Whose streets? Your streets! 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 That's something different to come into, right? Welcome to London. Whose streets?
Our street.
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 Whose streets?
Police don't know how to park on the street.
Meow.
That's a new parking spot? Always, for the cops. That's a fun way to do it, right?
I'm sorry, did we need a permit?
No bicycles on the sidewalk!
Typical. When you actually
No bicycles on the sidewalk! No bicycles on the sidewalk! It's July in London, Ontario! Enforce your own law!
You're gonna look. He's already thinking of how he can make you eat some poop for bugging him, right? It's churning. He's churning on that. Yeah! Woo! Our streets!
Our streets!
Your streets! No justice! No peace! No secret police! No secret police! No justice! No peace! No secret police! No justice! No peace! No secret police!
No secret police!
No mass secret shop!
Oh, no, see?
Wait. Andrew, my husband. Yeah. Mon chum, mon best chum. Yeah, that's the nice thing about back here. Woohoo! Holding it up, bringing up the rear, yeah.
Nobody's country. Everybody
They make, and look, they got the transit van out too.
Looking at us. They never stop.
Take a picture, it lasts longer.
And we pay it with our taxes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because why wouldn't we? Because,
Yeah.
you know, like, let's just throw more taxes.
Then they can kill us and justify it.
Now listen, everyone's being a bit of a crybaby because they promised they wouldn't kill us. They promised they wouldn't kill us. So what's the problem? What's the big deal? What? Why wouldn't you trust a promise by CSIS though, guys?
Because what was the name? MK Ultra.
Nice.
MK
Okay.
Ultra. Oh, we know
Oh my
about
God.
MK Ultra.
So that's something that people can definitely Google if they've never heard of that before.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and so like just, if you guys don't mind, like why was it important for you guys to be here today?
I think why it's important for me to be here is because people are facing a government that's trying to stop their right to dissent, to protest, and is pretty much trying to shut down their imagination that another world is possible, but it is, and it's already happening every day in small places, small doses, small portions, all around the world every instant. And the thing is, like, look at what's happening right now. In this crowd, there are people who have never been to a democratic protest before in their life. They only thought that politics was exercising a ballot or putting a check mark for a representative. Now they are becoming political themselves by taking action and responsibility for themselves and how they want to live. That's awesome. I'll come out here every day and support that. If that's what we're going to do, then that's my game plan today, for sure.
Well, that sounds, I mean, like that
today,
sounds...
tomorrow, Wednesday.
Nice, especially Monday. Especially Monday, I guess, when they're going to listen to it, right?
Yeah.
Talk about it. Monday sounds like it's going to be a big day, given what's at stake. So I'm glad everyone's really passionate about why they're here. Like, I'm glad, you know, that's something that you can sense, you know, you can hear from people. It's not sort of faddish, so to speak.
Yes, this has happened in many countries before when they start to collect information for people and then they kill them on jail. And if happened in other places before, it's very possible to happen here, and we are not going to let it happen.
No, absolutely.
Everybody is aware.
Well, and thank goodness that there are people, again, that are aware of it, that are knowledgeable of the past history, so that they're able to recognize it, alert, you know, organize.
Yeah.
Colombia, Coca-Cola, people organizing against Coca-Cola and stuff like that. The state is complicit in a lot of these violence and murders by passing on the information to like paramilitaries or other people. We don't quite have that level of violence here in Canada yet, but that doesn't mean we couldn't face it already. And the fact that they're eroding our freedoms just to simply like be a private person and not have the government know exactly what I'm doing every single day with my life and surveil me on Facebook. Like in university, I have my university principal surveilling my Facebook because of things I'm organizing on campus. And like in the 70s, they fought for freedom of speech. Now we just have police departments on campus. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, like the world we're living in right now.
Agreed. Hello, hey! Not much. Hey,
should probably turn that somewhere. We're gonna be
I don't know. I think people are just so excited to go.
Nice. Oh, why wouldn't they, right?
I forgot where we go.
We're going on a good walk. We're working those legs. Brazil boy.
Adelaide, and then we go down Adelaide down like one of the streets back.
Thanks very much, Ryan. Thanks for your tots, Luis and Ryan. No, that was well, I guess it's a little late now, but yeah, is you streaming that or whatever? But I figured with the camera like this in your face, that you'd be okay with it.
You're trying to film something, or you just like hold the camera stuff in. I don't know.
It's like an OCD thing where it's like a degree of separation, you know, or whatever, something I can keep between me and other people. Stay away.
Wait till you put down the camera and get wild!
Well, I forgot my whistle, but I got fingers.
Did you get the stranglers?
Yeah, for sure.
Hi, guys. They won't wave at me.
How many sirens do they need on? Right
I don't
now?
know.
This guy,
There's
they got
lots,
the LCC,
so.
they got another cop.
Shh.
Save your power. You know we're gonna be here. Just turn the siren off.
Your streets! Our streets!
I'm gonna pull
everybody y'all's streets!
Our streets!
Have a nice weekend.
Our voice matters!
Right on, man. Nice car too, by the way. Yeah. Woo! Thank you. We all gotta do what we can do, right? Yeah! And the lovely ladies taking a little break. Careful how I'll shoot down.
Got us all excited. Roberta, you got us all excited. Now we're off marching. What the hell, man?
How did this happen? I've been schmaradicalized, or should I even say that? Like, you know what's interesting? Here's an interesting. See, I'm gonna buddy up with my philosophy chum, because interesting question, right? If C51 passes, and I'm talking to people via Ustream or some sort of social media, will that be able? Do you think that'll qualify as inciting?
It's already happening.
Yeah.
They just want to make it legal.
I agree.
It already happened to indignants when they went into their house.
Yes, yeah.
All their equipment and investigated.
Yeah, for one brick of graffiti, absolutely. That was a travesty.
It's already happening. Like,
for example, when I went to New York, the People's Climate March, there was 3 indigenous people that were held at the border and weren't allowed to cross because they were involved in land defense. And so, like, that meant...
Come join us. Come take a walk.
Like, sent to negotiate.
Come take a walk, buddy.
Say, don't let them through. Like,
come on, sport.
You gotta keep walking.
Come join us. We're fighting for our rights today.
Stand up for your democracy.
C51, y'all. Don't let them take your rights away. Oh. This thing's gonna strangle me or hit someone. Hey. We'll stand up for your rights, guys. No worries, man. Woo! No problem. No, that's why we're doing it, right? Not everyone can be here. And then we got friends. We got some new friends.
People want to pose in front of the cops. People are getting them. Like, this is amazing.
And that guy with that guy with the red coat.
That guy on the street wants to pose.
That's like a hockey letter coat. Oh my God, maybe this guy's gonna walk for the first time because he's inspired. No, like we're at a revival or something.
I don't know.
No, of course not.
That's still awesome, though.
I know this guy. I've seen him before.
Yo, your car ain't never seen so many pictures, right?
That's all right. Take away.
It's the lucky car.
thank you for keeping us safe.
Yeah, no, thank you. At the end of the day, right, when the suit comes off, we're all the same. That's right. Sort of. Not really.
I was kind of being a dick.
Yeah.
Well, aw, damn it.
I've encountered him before.
Oh, I'm like Sheldon and missed the sarcasm. Bazinga.
Maybe you don't have to. We are fighting to be like autonomous and self-sustainable.
Yeah, by locking people up and throwing them.
Yeah, and they are oppressive. Like they have guns in their pockets.
Well, I mean, what happened to that young lady in Quebec City, right? Tear gas canister right in the face. Pow! Right in the kisser. To the
worker who was just shot in New Brunswick.
Well, no, that's crazy too because the guy went there by himself. And woo! Bill C51! C51, that horrible police state bill that's going to take all our privacy away and go after the activists. Check it out, ladies, if you ever get a chance. Thank you. Oh, frig, I'm losing my whistle. Damn it.
We're supposed to turn left and turn right. All right.
Our streets! Your streets! Your streets! Your streets! Your streets! No peace! No secret police! Bill C51! That's what we're standing up against today, guys. Bill C51, if you're not aware of it, have a Googles. Sorry? Just people? Well, it's like Harper's gonna go this year. Yeah, we'll get him this time, guys. We'll try our best. You got that right. You got that right. Well, it's nice and quiet back here. No secret police! No justice! No peace! No secret police!
I've never seen such a big rock before. So far from the
Don't worry, we'll wrap our way back around. So friendly. So very friendly. So we can cut the corner here a little bit. No. This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! And we're back again. How's it going, son? And she's there, and she's gone, and she's back again. You can tie it around your waist there, Turbo. Well, someone's got a horse around his waist.
My mouth's so dry, I can't listen.
You want a candy?
I lost it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll make you my new favorite for today.
These things are like gold. Here, can you do me a favor? Go. Oops. Try not to screw it up.
Where are we going here? What's this place?
Trooping's office.
Oh.
Not open today, but they smell good. Ooh, nice. Make sure we stay just enough on the
Good job, everybody. Let's make sure we keep this up, okay? This bill's supposed to pass on Monday. All right, so this bill's supposed to pass on Monday, and we have to keep this momentum going. So as soon as it passes, we all got to get back together and tell them that it's looking like it's probably going to. The Conservatives have a majority.
Okay.
What's that?
Where are you?
Who knows? Who knows? So let's keep the pressure up. Let's all march back down to Victoria Park. And as we do that, let's let everybody know about this, how important it is, how it affects everybody. And let's get back out on the streets after this screwy thing passes. Alright guys, let's head over to Dundas Street and head back over to Victoria Park. I think we're really screwing stuff up already pretty good.
She's got red hair.
I think so.
Just the chemtrail thing.
I'm sure I did. Like, I just maybe can't picture her or whatever.
Sandy. She didn't end up coming. She's got.
Oh yeah. There's, oh no, yeah.
Something
Sandy,
like that.
Sandy has some. There's another one. How many has it been? Do you think?
Sorry?
How many has it been? Do you think?
How many what?
Police officers.
Oh, I don't know. What do you mean by that?
What are you trying to say, Miss?
Save democracy from the evil Harper and the conservatives. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you really feel, Renee.
Yeah, get the megaphone going, Monsieur. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
It's like him and her and her and him and her and him and her. That's what it looks like. People that found the
Our country!
Our country!
Our country! Our country! Our country! Our country!
You're right.
You got darn right.
I agree with her.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, we'd be lucky if there's even half as many as last time. Yep.
Oh gosh.
They're voting on it tomorrow, right?
They're gonna push it through. Bill C51. Stop Harper. Stop C51. Stop Harper. Stop C51. We're so screwed after that goes through. Bill C51.
Bill C51. Bill C51. You're losing your rights.
You're gonna lose your rights. They're gonna sell our information and throw us under the bus. But CSIS promised they won't kill us. God bless them. They're too good to us.
Oh, are they?
Well, they promised that they won't kill us.
For now. For now.
Like I said, hey, they said they won't kill us. What's the problem? What's everyone up in arms about?
And if you die, you're going to die anyway, so what's the difference?
So what? So what if you have some little teeny tiny dark secret that you would never tell anybody at all. So what if they could find out about that?
The trouble is,
and pass it around like a dirty mag in the 70s.
The trouble is the people aren't
No big
aware
whoop.
of all the laws out there. All the laws.
Oh yeah, well I mean at any point he can veto it. Well yeah, but remember this though, here's the scary thing too. The War Measures Act, if that gets put, like if that were to be instituted, then no elections can be held.
Yep.
So that's a pretty scary, bloody scenario to imagine as well too, right? I mean, because then it's like C51 to the nth degree, and here comes like kick stab.
Yeah, Hitler's brought the Nazi movement. The Bush families in the Nazi movement. I don't know if you
Centralized banks made shitloads of money off World War II. They funded both sides. Who cared? Who cared?
Ford
and made
sold
tons of money.
engines to the Germans to kill us.
Yeah, who cares, right?
Making money. That's all right.
No big whoop.
Well,
hey, that's capitalism. You got a problem with capitalism? Jeez, what's your problem?
Capitalism. I just said it.
You trying to imply there's a problem with capitalism? You're crazy.
I don't need to explain it. Nope. Nope. And yet they kill people who protested Vietnam.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that started it. But
Kent State. I'll never forget
that. Yep. Shooting unarmed people. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a very ugly, ugly topic, huh, lads?
It is. Yeah. And there's a lot more ugly topics in our society.
Yeah.
That's a sad part of it.
Yeah, we're really starting to slide down the Wonderland hole, right?
The only complaining after today will be because they passed it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there'll be a lot. Yeah, we'll see a lot of complaining then.
Oh yeah.
Bill C51. Our privacy is not for sale. Yeah? Hi, Mo. From Nisei's restaurant. We're the Byron people. I told you we do stuff. You can come with us if you want. No justice, no peace, no secret police. No justice, no peace, no secret police. Well, that's pretty funny. I thought so.
I thought it was. I looked on the side, flowers. That must be.
Oh, yeah? You guys are just ruining everything, holding everyone up. Jeez. Why you gotta be like that? Everyone's all waiting. We're like,
crack off, Harper.
Absolutely.
Crack off, Harper.
Well, or Fracky, or Harper off. That's good enough too, right? That's a pejorative. His name is now a dirty word in general.
Bigger problems than Harper.
Well, absolutely.
He's just the face of the problem.
It's something that normal, well, quote unquote, like regular people can relate to. Absolutely. 74, Trudeau. Thank you very much.
Oh.
That was when he got rid of our Bank of Canada. And that's when we started borrowing money from centralized banks, was in 74.
And now we're screwed.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Big screwed, big time.
36 billion a year just for the interest alone, for what's on the books.
I don't know how many people are aware of this, but since 2008, Canada has increased its holding in the U.S. Secret Treasury by 768%.
Nice.
And well, each Canadian right now is on the hook for $2.5 million worth of U.S. debt.
Oh, that sounds pleasant.
The economic collapse has started. It has started, without a doubt, especially with the AIIB being formed, BRICS Bank, and then the massive trade between the Sino-Russian alliance, right? So they're essentially building the new Silk Road.
Well, and that investment, the Asian Investment Bank. Is that the AIBB? Is that what you're referring to? Okay, I wasn't sure what the acronym was. Thanks for...
The problem I have is that so many people are asking to be enslaved as an attempt to get to freedom, because what people don't understand is we've all fallen victim to what's called the money illusion. We think that the nominal value on money is what gives it its value, but it's not that. It's the flow of goods. So once we have all the money, but the flow of goods stop, we lose everything, and that's what's going to happen soon.
Sorry, guys.
You know, once
I've
we
joined in with the lollygaggers. Now I'm the little turtle that's holding everybody up. Sorry. You need like the Debbie Downer? Yeah. But yeah, no, but sorry, I apologize. I just couldn't help but laugh at the situation of all the police or whatever, and just, we need to keep you all back and keep you safe.
Charlie Chaplin famously
Cooking
said,
MCs like a pound of.
Charlie Chaplin said that for power, you only need power if you want to do evil. For everything else, there's love.
Sorry, pardon me?
Charlie Chaplin said, you only need power if you want to do evil. For everything else, there's love.
Yeah, no, that's a very nice quote.
We need mutual cooperation. We don't need government to take care of us.
No.
We need to start taking care of each other.
Yeah.
And we need to be allowed to start taking care of each other.
Yeah, you know, I think what's something that kind of, for me at least, very simplistically, and I realize it's as simple as and as complicated as that, but cliche upon cliche, but with freedom comes responsibility, and I think unfortunately there's some kind of weird equation that's been trying to be created that allows for freedom with no responsibility, right? And that can't happen, because as soon as you give away your responsibility, you are then starting to set yourself up for loss of rights when it comes to those responsibilities, right? How do I get to decide this or that? Oh, well, I guess maybe I should have paid attention or cared more, or not just looked for the easy button, government, to fix whatever it was that I didn't want to deal with. Like, can't we just put old people somewhere where other people can take care of them so I can have a nice life? Like, you know, like, oh my God, your elderly parents live with you or something, like, oh my God, how could you, oh my, right? But, and now look at the, you know, the horrors and the things that we find within like elder care, senior care industry and blah, 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 right? Like, it's horrific, but because we absconded from, you know, because in the pursuit of freedom, we thought we could have freedom without responsibilities, and then we're like so disgusted when we find these abuses committed against elders and blah, blah, blah.
The problem with giving government the right to choose for you is giving government the right to choose for you.
Yeah, exactly. And not making a choice is still making a choice.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
You know what Martin Luther King famously said? In the end, it's not the words of our enemies we'll remember, but
it's the
silence
friend.
of our friends.
Yeah. That's a very good one. I like that one. I am familiar with that one. So.
Well, I absolutely agree, and then that's why.
But see, and that's what's the paradise thing about, you know, about these types of events, is that a bunch of people who may never have stumbled onto each other in regular day-to-day.
Anarchy. That's what's up.
We're not scary. We're not scared.
We are not scared now.
Bill C51, that's what we're standing up against today, so hope you don't think we're all like, scared. Awesome, you could join us. We're walking to Victoria Park if that's where you're going anyways. Darn it. Thank you though, have a nice day. Hey, ho ho, Harper has gotta go. You know,
We're the anarchists. Nice to meet you.
We're supposed to be scary, but somehow I think you can see we're not really, right? Like, look, they've even got the transit people coming after us. You know, now if he was available to offer rides for us lazy ones who wanted to be done walking, right? I could see that, like he's trying to make a buck, because capitalism. And, you know, and he's got this LTC van, and why not, right? Hey guys, you want to finish up the march a little faster? I'll give you a ride back to Victoria Park for a loonie or whatever.
We're not in capitalism, we're in fascism.
Oh, yeah.
Merger of corporations.
I know, but see, people don't like that word, and right away, you know, like you put a target on yourself, because people are like, yeah, how dare you try and, you know, speak truth to me, and you're trying to make me think, and that's doing stuff, and doing stuff is hard, and that's not fair of you, and I don't like what you're saying, so, right, and that's demonizing, aka kill the messenger, shoot the messenger syndrome. Well, and that's what we're seeing a lot of, because again, everyone wants to live in their little individualistic fantasy bubble, like Boy in the Bubble, John Travolta, 1970 style.
In the beginning, well, you know, like
who cares what's going on in my neighbor's house? I'm fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The prelude to Animal Farm, George Orwell said, even though he wrote about his dystopian novels, the thing is, he said the West, we like to tend to make fun of other regimes, despotic regimes and tyrannies and, you know, all these...
Bill C51! That's what we're standing up against today.
But in the West, he says people think they're free, but our choices are so limited, we only think we're free.
Well, yeah, because you think freedom is like 300 types of cereal. God bless them, right? Aw, they're too good to us. 300 kinds of cereal to choose from? That's fucking freedom.
You think you own your body? Do you think you own your body in this country? You don't. I'm very aware of not being able to own my body. You don't, you think you can go? If I want to get medical care and I want to take hormones or drugs or whatever, why should anyone else be able to say, no, you can't? Why can government come up to me and say, no, you can't do that, and we will use force, which we pay for by the money we extort from you, to prevent you from doing that? Why? What right do they have to tell me what I can do with my body or not?
Well, no, especially when it's tested, like this medications that have that are proven, like they're not all sketchy and not all, oh, we don't know what this might do, like under some sort of guise of safety or lack of testing or whatever, right? Especially, here we go again.
Well, that's the thing.
Through another V in the slow poke. Sorry, everybody. Little slow pokes coming through.
You always have a choice.
He knows. Everybody knows somebody or will know somebody that will be adversely affected by something at some point. It will shake down. Oh no, we already have laws in place to do that. We have laws in place already to do that, sir. Check it out. It's the all or nothing thinking, right? That's one of the worst debate styles is the all or nothing. Oh, well then you want no laws? Yeah, no, nothing? There'll be nothing. If not this, then there'll be nothing.
I want no laws.
Well, I know you do, but you know what I mean in terms of for the debate style, right? Like the all or nothing style. Like, if not this, then it can be nothing. And what are you talking about? That's madness. Like the typical, don't you want the children's to be safe? Don't you want? You don't want to get the terrorists? What the hell is wrong with you? No justice, no peace, no secret police. No secret police. No justice, no peace, no secret police. Check out Bill C51. It really sucks. It's really not good at all. C51, that horrible bill for the secret police powers. A week they'll be able to detain you without charge. No peace, no secret police, no justice, no peace, no secret police, no justice, no peace, no secret police. Say what? $15 fairness and save Canada Post. Right? Canada Post. Could you imagine being the first country without door-to-door delivery? What the heck is that? And C51, horrible.
No peace.
No secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police. And we got the bonus of getting rid of Harper. Yeah. Look at the big smile when I say getting rid of Harper. That sounds awesome. See, there's another smile. Absolutely. Oh, if we could just be rid of that man. And then we have to clip the wings of the next little puppet. Make an example out of him. And then maybe.
Yo no nací para estar sumisa.
That's right. No one likes Bill C51. No one wants their neighbors and friends taken away under horrible auspices. They don't have the right to drag you away for a thought crime. They can hold you up to a week without a charge.
I am the terror.
They'll be able to financially disrupt you if they think you might do something naughty. Check it out, Bill C51. Horrible. The streets! Off of the sidewalks into the streets! Join us now!
Holy shit, there's a lot of people.
It is, yeah, it's awesome. Let's get rid of Bill C51! We don't need that stinking bill! We don't need that stinking parliament! Ripping us off more money, selling us out to other countries under free trade agreements. It's disgusting. We need to get our democracy back, right? We need to do right by our seniors, by our disabled people. They keep taking money out of our social services and funding War Machine here in Canada. What happened to our peacekeepers? Were we peacekeepers? Isn't that what we did? We kept the bloody peace and now we're bombing children.
They don't have full agreement, but now since this has started, we've got 30% support. Last I heard was 81% support now. So it's growing as more people find out through Facebook and other social media. More people are realizing that Bill C51 is not good for it's right across the country, actually. Today at 2 o'clock, coast to coast Canada. Every major city is doing it. The last one that I saw, it was right from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. So the more we do this, the more we get people to understand what's going on. Actually understanding the fundamentals to Bill C51, not just what Harper's telling us.
Here, we gotta move over here, or well, you see the camera right there. You go. You should be good there. Yeah. Just still in the sky. Rosie! I remembered your name right. Sweet. Back around the neck. Right on. There's a website called Stop Bill C51, and it has like a list of all the locations across Canada today, as well as the NDPers. We're also holding rallies in different ridings in support of this as well. Yeah, and they have a list of all of those ones at the same site and the locations.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for covering it. I got it on the Ustream.
I wasn't expecting to do that one.
Yeah, but I Ustreamed it while it was happening, so yeah.
Well, you know what? I gave you the vague version.
Oh yeah. That's perfect.
I thought, you know what? I want to try and capture people that have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So just explain that this is probably one of the most diverse marches you're going to see. Well, you heard. You were right.
Yeah. Well, and I Ustreamed it, right? So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was Ustreaming. I walked around a bit or whatever, so it's pretty cool. Our streets! Our country! Your country! Your country! It's all our rights! They can go to hell! Woo! Yeah! No justice! No peace! No secret police! 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 No The people united! The people united! The people united will never be defeated! United will never be defeated! Our country! Your country! Your country! Your country! Everybody's country! Well, no, but that's why, because it was nice and quiet around you. You were like, you're easy to grab, you know?
You're on the list now.
Oh, you better know it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's already. He's just on another list. Why not? It's faster in the street, at least. You can zoom up through there. It's your streets, too. Show me what democracy looks like. 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 Woo! This is what democracy looks like. 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 We'll never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated. Our street! Our street!
Bill C51, it's horrible. Thank you. Yeah, we're such scary terrorists. Look out, right?
Government at work.
All our tax dollars spent on bicycles and police escorts. No secret police. No peace.
No secret.
Police.
No justice.
No peace. No secret police. No secret police. No peace. Police. No peace. No secret police. No peace. No secret police.
No justice. No peace. No
Secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police. No justice. No peace. No secret police.